Good morning. It's time for the playground. Happy Friday. For those of you that have to keep track of that stuff, I don't keep track too much anymore. I rarely know what day of the week it is. How is whoever decides to pop in? Let's see if we can share this out. Hope you find me a little bit. I see one. Come on to the playground. I see two. Oh, hold on. You probably can't. Yes, you can. You can hear me. I'll get it together. Hi, Eric. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Wendy. 3. Thank you. Good. Please share, Wendy. My friend. See if I can help share too. How is everyone this morning? I'm literally running to the playground this morning. Thank you, Terry Angel, for telling me divine timing, because apparently my body needed to catch up today. So I totally slept through the morning show. I woke up at 8:40. I never do that. Usually that little doggy of mine wakes me up, or the sound of people texting wakes me up. And today, nothing woke me up. I thought when I started hearing the text messages come through at is everyone this morning? Stop! Don't talk out loud. When I started hearing the text messages, it's usually at 7 o'clock. So I thought I'm just gonna lay here for a little bit. Not quite ready to wake up. And then I woke up and I went, oh, it's 8:40. So sorry guys, I'm here. I didn't sleep past the show at least, and I almost thought that I did. So I'm waiting for my computer to wake up too. It's being sluggish this morning. How are you guys? Are you sluggish too? Is it just a day when the universe says, you know what, take a dang break? I think sometimes I need somebody to tell me to take a break, so it's okay. There's the share button. I see 5. Who else has joined me here this morning? Scarlett, Eric, I still see all the same names. Somebody's lurking behind. Somebody's hiding back behind a tree at the playground. So if you're here and you want to hang out, let me know you're here. Where's my glasses? I suddenly realized I could get this done faster if I could see. Share, just share it. I discovered something really cool last night, and I was going to test it out today. I was going to check and see if the reason why you guys can never find me on the Zoom room is because I keep trying to post as myself, and I need to be posting as Enlightened World Network, and yet I got up too late to even find that out. So some other time. That'll be okay. How are you guys doing? I am getting myself centered and ready for you still. This is the real me. I'll step aside in a second. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for joining me. Put it up someplace. I'm trying to be good today because I rarely ever share this out anymore. So, it's Friday. I'm coming into another weekend. I have not looked at the news. I'm in a happy place, and I think I'll stay there for a little while. I don't want to see all the crazy things that are going on out there. I will, though. I pay attention. Eventually, I catch up. I don't want to watch party. No, I don't. Okay. My computer is crazy. I give up. I can't share. I shared to my page. That's good enough. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Deborah. I'm going to pay attention to you guys now. I'm all yours. What's going on in your neck of the woods? What's happening let's see, we got people in Florida. We got people in the UK. Wherever you are. Scarlett, where are you, Scarlett? We have sunshine today. It's a beautiful day in the mountains. It feels like it might be warmer. It's been very cool and super nice. So last night I was sitting around a campfire. It was like 55 degrees. It was kind of cold, and it was cozy and sweet, and I stayed up too late, and so thus I am here now. Frazzled and still trying to center myself. So we'll all just kind of center and ground ourselves together this morning. Just kind of be in stillness. Let's invite in the team. Let's kind of invite in all of our spirit guides and the angels, archangels, Archangel Gabriel. I could really use you this morning. Could use a little help. I totally missed the coffee show this morning, and I apologize. Good morning. Geraldine says good morning to everyone. It is still morning. Everything's okay. There really, truly is divine timing. And see, I woke up and I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta run. The dog needs to walk. She took forever to go to the bathroom. I'm like, please, I want to go look at this, and I want to go look at that, and let's go chase this, and let's go look at that bug, and look at that plant, and look at this. She is truly one of the most ungrounded animals on the planet. She just cannot settle her energy down, no matter what you do with her. She sleeps a lot because she's exhausted, because she's always, when she's awake, she's on go all the time. Well, the words that came to me today, and I think I put them up, was, can't remember what I put up now. No rush. That's what it was, no rush. Divine timing requires us to slow down and to take a big breath sometimes, and just to say, you know what? I can't control this. For whatever reason, my body needed more sleep today, and it's done. I got more sleep. I feel better. Sometimes it's okay, always okay, to take care of yourself, to have some self-care. So my self-care today was to get a whole extra hour of sleep. I felt good. And so I'm still here. I'm here. I made it. Everything's okay. There's no rush. There's no rush. Let's do some affirmations for a second. There's no rush. Life is so peaceful. There's really no time. It's a man-made construct. There's no time. There's no scarcity. All of those things that you're concerned about, worried about, they don't really exist. None of that really exists. That's all man-made. We have created that. And if we create it, we can uncreate it. So whatever time, I used to come on quite often before I did a daily show, and I would do it at whatever time felt right. And suddenly I felt the urge, I felt spirit come in, and I was like, okay, now I'm getting on. And I used to drive people crazy because they couldn't find me and they couldn't get on live with me. They would be like, where is she? I was like the dog. So I follow this earthly rule now to be here at 9:30 every day. And yet, as I was rushing to get here, there was like this warm hug around me, and it's like, babe, you got all the time in the world. There is no rush. No rush. Be easy. Be easy on yourself. And I find that time works very much like money. I don't know about you guys. Tell me how you feel. That when I take it easy, and when I just put myself in the mode of, I start talking, giving myself good affirmations, suddenly it's like there's more than enough time. There's no rush. It's like it just seems to, I'm controlling it. It's like I felt like I had to really hurry, and then it was like once I slowed down, took a couple big breaths and relaxed a little bit. Hi, Terry Angel. I had enough time for everything. Money works the same way for me. It's like the less I think about it, the easier it goes. There may be the exact same amount of money that there was last month. Last month I fussed and stressed. I didn't really, but if I did, it wouldn't go as far as I needed it to go. And then when I let go, it goes everywhere it needs to go. Do you notice that? These days, more than ever, everything, the puzzle pieces, I'm into the puzzle pieces, and I got a intuitive hit when I said puzzle pieces again. The puzzle pieces are just falling into place. Because yesterday Wendy reminded me that there's a chapter in the book in Anchorlight about the puzzle pieces, and I still haven't read it. Thank you, Wendy, for reminding me, because I'm not even sure I remember what it's about. It's something about, okay, we'll just get it out. It's something that fits me right now, so I think that's why it keeps coming back to me. Let's see what it says. I think I did it towards the end. There's something about the puzzle. It's called the puzzle. Huh. Do you want me to read? You guys want to read this with me? Oh, it's sweet. It's sweet. I can read it too if you want me to. But if you don't want me to, give me the thumbs down. Let's see. Wendy, no news. No news. We didn't check the news. Hi, Melanie. Scarlett's in London. Ooh, I wanted to go to London. I still do. It's on my list. It's not. Last year I was close to you, but we didn't come to London. Jason, hi. Nice to see you. Christine O'Rourke. Ah, nice to see you, Christine. Charles Coates has arrived in the building. I'm glad I caught up to you guys. Everybody's here. Perfect. There's a big old bunch. No, it's really, the puzzle pieces is all about, many times along the way she had tried to fit the wrong pieces into the puzzle, and in the process she was a bit frayed around the edges. I see a typo in my book. I gotta go back and rewrite this thing. She realized that it was very difficult to see the beauty of the completed puzzle while it still lay in pieces on the table. She had been working on this puzzle for a very long time, and what she now knew was that on those days when she took the time to become quiet and allowed herself to be alone, the pieces just seemed to come together easily. There you go. There's always a little piece that talks to me. The pieces come together easily. We were just talking about that. It's called letting go, letting go, let go, let go. I've seen my pieces, my puzzle pieces fall together so perfectly in such a short time. 3 months, 4 months. I moved back. I left California the middle of December. I had this perfect house the end of February. So it took me about a month to finally I found it in the middle of February. So it took me 1 month to call this man and say, yeah, I need to look at that house. I moved in before the end of February. He let me move in early because he liked me so much. And now here I am. I got here in time I beat the disease before the whole city shut down. I had this house before it all happened. When you sit and look back at your life when you let go, and then you suddenly you go, wait, let me see how those pieces were fitting together. I realized how many times I was circling around. I was just talking to Jim about that last night. How many times I came to the mountains after Steve passed, and he was here too, just happened to be here just about the same time that I was. In October, this is kind of crazy. Steve passed in September of 2016. In October of 2016, I came here, right there at that park, for his memorial service. And Jim already owned this house. He had somebody else in it at that point, but he was already in this area. He was living someplace else. He came back here October, I think he said 14th. He was back here. I was here. I think I was here right through about the 14th or 15th, and then I went back home. So it was right before my birthday we went back home. So I was here, and so was he. And I was right there, and he owned this house. His brother-in-law actually died, like October 15th, I think. So, and he had come to visit with them. They all had dinner together. It was a very sudden death. They didn't expect it. He had a heart attack, severe heart attack. So right about the same time, 1 month after Steve died, his brother-in-law died. It's wild how when you look back and you go, oh my gosh, so many times I circled. When I was here in 2018 and I was leaving at the end of October, I was losing my mind, knowing I was right where I needed to be, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I wasn't letting go. Surely if I'd have just let go, I feel like Steve and Source, God, I feel like they were just like, would you please be still? Would you please just let go? And I was like, but I got to figure this out. I got all these kids. I got to figure all this out. I can't just let go. And so I went back. I went back to New York. I went back with Peter. And I went down this crazy path to California. My whole life shifted again. I made a decision. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want you to think that, you know, we hold on too tight and we make the wrong decisions. It's all in divine timing. It all comes together eventually. When you're meant to be in a certain place with certain people, I do believe that eventually we find them. So I'm just all in that space today, all in the space of puzzle pieces. So how do you feel about that? Are you letting go? Because right now is the time. That's what the message that I keep getting. That's why puzzle pieces keep coming up. Right now, more than ever, we are manifesting so quickly. We're like, we think it and it's like, here. Be careful what you're thinking about. When you think about something and you push a bunch of energy behind it, like emotion is energy, it's not easy. I love this so much. This is what I really, this is the life that I choose to live. Don't even make it a future tense. I choose this. And then spend time with it and push emotion into it and watch how incredibly quickly that dream comes into place. It took me a couple of years because I wouldn't let go. But when we let go, when we just say, this is, create a picture, and then don't try to figure out how to get it. Just sit back and say, okay, universe, God, whoever you want to call it, here's my picture. Be like the child. Be the child who has created a masterpiece with your finger paints. And just say, okay, here, I'm going to give this to you. Put it up on the refrigerator if you'd like. And just, let it go. You did it. You did your work. Your work is only to create the dream, to create what it is that you truly want to live. And then it is to let go. Then that's the second part that's so difficult. Let go of that masterpiece. Trust. Have faith that it's going to come together. Trust. This is difficult, isn't it? Can't even see through these glasses. They're so dirty. We went to the fire. I haven't cleaned them this morning. Geraldine, it's all about letting go, isn't it? It's a crazy lesson. And it really is. Just picking up your whole puzzle sometimes. I had to do that first. Pick it all up. It's all, you've been trying to put it together your own way for a long time. You've been trying to put the wrong pieces in there. You ever see a child trying to put a big, 1,000-piece puzzle together, and they're just trying to squish. I'm just going to jam that piece in there, and I don't care what happens to it. It's all broken up and messed up, and they've just shoved it all together. And you're like, if you just, the biggest thing you got to teach a small child with the puzzle making is just stop trying to force it. It will just, when it goes in easy, that's where it's supposed to be. Don't force that piece into the wrong place. And I tried to do that for the longest time. I was trying so hard to push the wrong piece into the wrong place. And man, it just required me to say, stop it, just like the toddler. I am such a toddler. Stop trying to force that piece into that place. You know better. Could you just relax? So I'm all about letting go today. All about letting go. What you guys got going on? I want to see. Oh, there's some good stuff. Jim has a long story, but his work would take him to different places. He's an engineer, so he was doing a lot of freelance type work with different companies, and so sometimes he was in Michigan. So he's lived in a lot of places, but his permanent home was right there in Walland. In this home he bought probably pretty close to the same time that Steve passed. I think it was about 4 years ago. So yeah, he's been here. He's been around. We've both been circling around. His family's always been here. So even though, or at least for a very long time. So even though he would live in other places, he had a home here. So all the many times that I was here, I'm sure that we were circling around each other a lot. Julie Green, thank you for popping in. We are master number 11. Now we got 9 up there. Let's see. Fits me also, Wendy. Very good. Let's see. Everyone's saying good morning. Less speed. More haste, less speed. I like that. I want to see. I just answered your question. Okay. I'm glad I answered your question, Wendy. If I learned to let go a bit more, this is Deborah, I'd be happier. Just cut off my husband on the phone in temper. Yes, I need to learn to let it go. Going through a roller coaster house move as well as other stuff. Moving is really difficult, Deborah. Forgive yourself a little bit, okay? We get crazy when we're doing stuff like that. It's highly stressful. Just, take that pause. Step aside. Letting go to me is like, I just need to stop taking life so seriously. Don't take it quite so seriously. It's going to be over. This move is going to be over. You're going to be where you need to be. It'll be okay. Affirmations. Talk nice to yourself. Give that to yourself. Sometimes our spouses can't quite give us the peace that we need. They get stressed out too. And so then you're both working from that stressed out place, and take a big breath. You're so much more than you think that you are. I'm going to write a new song. You're so much, I could be like Barney. You are so much more than you think that you are. You're a creator. And so I know you're going through, your physical self is going through a tough time. The rest of you is growing in leaps and bounds. So have patience with yourself. It's okay. It's okay. Be forgiving. Geraldine, yes, it's all about letting go, isn't it? Wendy says hi. Gerald Ann, so glad you're here. Me too. You just have to walk through the door. Charles. That's a really interesting thing to say. And it triggered something in me. You just have to walk through the door. Very interesting. We'll talk about it later. We'll see if it develops. My earrings are, who's asking, Wendy? My earrings are actually bumblebees. They do have wings, though. They're weird little critters. There, see, you can see he's kind of upside down. Now we're going into the earrings. See him? He's looking down this way. They're bumblebees. I have a thing for bumblebees. Geraldine, me too. Scarlett finally caught a bit of a break. I love the playground. Good. I'm glad you love the playground. We just sit here and chatter for a little while. Then we'll have some fun. Synchronicity played its part for sure. I thought that was the bears, just people, darn it. Yeah, synchronicity is definitely, and it's about, thank you, Wendy, that's it too. It's letting go and then it's paying attention, isn't it? We got to pay attention to those signs. When we slow down long enough, we see things that we wouldn't have seen if we'd have been rushing through life. So slow down, take a big breath, take your time. But where we started in the first place, it was, I've lost it again. No rush. There's no rush. Can you slow down a little bit? Just because the world says something has to be done by a certain time and they're pushing at you, take a big breath. Any of you that are rushing through something and really stressed right now, Deborah, it's you. Take a big breath right now. We're going to take a few minutes, and just maybe 5 or 10 minutes, we'll take a little bit of time to just kind of be at peace and try to give yourself that time to just breathe, big breath, and be easy. So start to center and start to be in that space. Get yourself completely relaxed. You know how you can help yourself is if you don't know how to relax into any kind of meditation or quiet time. Literally go through your body and wherever you feel tight, and you can do this with every muscle if you want to, just tighten it up as much as you can. Tighten it up and then let it go. Can you feel that release? Tighten again. Let go. I am probably like you, Deborah, a lot of you, busy mom for so long, single mom a lot of times. I worked really hard. I worked a lot and I was tired a lot. And I didn't even realize I still do it. I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders and I'll end up with headaches because it comes right up my shoulders because I hold myself tight without even realizing it. And so I have to be like, stop it. Let go. Literally let go. Not just figuratively. Literally let your muscles go. Just relax for a few minutes. Nothing is going to self-destruct if you take a few minutes for yourself. You're losing my volume. Is everybody losing my volume? Or is it just you? How about if we do this? We'll try this, and then if it doesn't work, Carol Allen, thank you for popping in. I have a pretty good connection this morning. I could go to Wi-Fi now that I have my internet working. We can switch it out if we have to. Stacy, I see your face. Thank you for popping in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? And if you can't, tell me, let me know, and I'll switch out my connection, okay? I could do that anyway. No volume is good. Oh, no, the volume is good. Isn't it funny how we read it differently than people say it? I'm like, no, volume is good. You don't want to hear me? And you're like, no, volume is good. It's just a different way. It's the inflection. That's why texting makes everyone crazy. Oh, I want to see this. Deborah said something cool. Wendy, that's funny. Deborah Snowsill. Diane's... Oh, okay, wait. Deborah, I'm trying. But what you say makes sense to me. I just have to do it. I like the walk through the door bit as well, Charles. The reason why that triggered me, Charles, was because when Steve died, he gave me back the message. He said, death is so easy. It's like walking into the next room. So when you said that, I was like, because it's almost the same exact wording that I got from him. Death is easy. It's like stepping into the next room. But it looks like angels on here. Okay, well, we'll just pretend it's angels, Wendy. You see angels too, Geraldine. Cute. That's sweet. Deborah Snowsill. Diane's book is called Anchor Light. I bought it 2 years ago, and now I know Diane. Isn't that weird? See? Synchronicities. We keep circling around each other. Eventually, we find each other. I think sometimes that's why we get pushed to write a book. I'm getting a big push to write a book again. Um, I got like 4 of them on my computer anyway. I think this is a new one. Um, we do, it's synchronicity, and it's like we keep circling around each other until we figure out that we're all a big soul family. We're all a tribe. And so sometimes it takes us a little longer to find those people than other times, but it's still there. The opportunity is still there. Steve, when at his memorial service, I am often reminded that when it was my turn to speak, I suddenly, all the words that I had inside of me that I wanted to say, I couldn't say them through the lump in my throat. And the only word that came out was connections. What a strange thing to say at a memorial service, connections. And it took me, I know now that that was him, that he was trying to make me understand. Through more than one way, he was trying to make me understand that making connections is so important. I had a better message at some point. It's like you can't hide yourself anymore. You need to get yourself out there. You need to join in on things. You need to put yourself into the world. You will not accomplish what it is that you came here to do if you hide in your bedroom. You got to come out. And nearly 4 years later, I understand. It took me, I've been working my way into understanding that what he was telling me is that it's really important to stop being Diane. Just Diane. Now we're Diana. Diana comes out to play. Diana is the one that's got the bubbly personality. She's the one that's not afraid to put her face on camera. She's the one that wants to travel, that wants to do live shows, that wants to write and wants to help people. And just like, can you see me come alive? It's like, oh, Diana is just full of life. So I don't know where that came from, but it's true. It's like it's time, and these synchronicities, they're just all around us. The numbers, the signs, excuse me, all of the things that are trying to bring us together so that we can make a difference on the planet. So it's powerful. Let's see. Scarlett, last night on the show, my headphones wouldn't work. I tried 3 pairs. I let go and asked Steve, and afterwards they worked. Scarlett, that makes me smile because he's so into fixing things. If you watched that show last night, it was all about that for just a few minutes with me and Terry. It was like Steve was always fixing stuff. He probably got such a kick out of that. He did get such a kick out of that. He's like, here we go. Let's fix this for you. I gotcha. Geraldine, let me know if you can hear me okay. Wendy, I'm going to buy it. I need it. Oh, okay. I don't know if I got any left here. I've shipped a few out, and I was looking in the box, and I don't know if I got another box. I usually have extra copies laying around. So, but the easiest way is just to go on Amazon. Scarlett Peterson, my earbud was back to the front, and I wondered why I couldn't hear out of my left ear. That's funny, Wendy. Bring them on camera. Who am I bringing on camera? What was I talking about? I get to talking and I don't even remember what I was talking about. That's pretty funny. Somebody tell me what you want me to bring on camera and I will be glad to bring on camera. Oh, no, never mind. For some reason, little ego, I told you to go take a nap. Let's go get you settled in again. Never mind. I'm getting all these messages that say Stacy and Gary is watching. Bring them on camera. Carol Allen is watching. Bring them on camera. And I'm like, bring what on camera? Sorry. This is little me. She's a little flighty. Deborah Snowsell, you will enjoy it. Got mine on Amazon. Very good. No, volume is good. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, Geraldine. All right, it's just you. Well, I got the earbuds in anyway, so hopefully everyone can hear me. It sounded better before? Okay, here. There. We're right back to where we started. Now it sounds muffled. Okay, is everyone happy with the sound of me now? Because it's important for you to be happy with the sound of me, because I'm moving into, I told that ego to step aside, and I'm going to move into that higher self realm, and we're going to do some meditation. So I'd love for you to be able to hear my voice. Okay, I'm getting the thumbs up. Very good. Stacy, it's only 7 a.m. My gosh. Yes, you're over on the other side of the world, aren't you? Well, not the other side of the world, the other side of the country. So it's early for you, so you get to wake up with us. Can't hear over my daughter on Zoom. Oh. Your daughter's on Zoom. Okay. Synchronicity is everything. You're right. It leads us. It's so beautiful. I remember when I first started paying attention to it, and then I'm like, okay, this is the treasure map. That's what it is. I got it. I love to turn everything into a game. It's my treasure map, and when I see these things, or it goes deeper than just seeing things, it's feeling things for me. I'll be in like maybe the best place to find it is antique shops, junk shops, and I'll be walking by and all of a sudden I go, ooh, put the brakes on. Have you ever seen on the cartoon characters where they all of a sudden go, their brakes and they come flying in and all of a sudden they just put on their brakes and they kind of skid across the room and then they back up. They're like, what was that? That's me. It's true. If you come to visit, we'll go to an antique shop. I'm walking along, it's happy, and all of a sudden I went, oh. So when Jim and I first met, one of the first things he did was take me to a antique shop because he loves antiques. He's a collector of cool things. And we're walking along, and he's acting pretty normal. He's like, I was still acting pretty normal, too. We were doing fine. He didn't really know me very well yet. It's really kind of funny. And I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I went, stop. And I just had to stand there, and he just turned around, and he looked at me like, what is wrong with her? And I'm like, no, there's something right here. I gotta stop right here. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna stand here for a few minutes. I'm gonna feel it out. And it wasn't a bad energy. It was a good energy, and I stood there. It's that music box that I just bought just recently. I don't know why I bought it. I really don't. I look at it, I'm like, what is it? But I've had more people drawn to that music box, so there's something about it. I didn't get it that day. I set it back down, and I walked away. And it called me for like 2 months while the store was closed, and I went back and got it. So how many of you are like that, where you're so energy sensitive, you're walking through and then all of a sudden you're like, stop, something's here. What is it? I gotta have it, whatever it is. Or sometimes it's like, ooh, it repels me, and I'm like, I'm out of here. Whatever that was, I don't like it. So it's fun, the synchronicity, but I do believe that those things that draw us to them have some kind of a message for us, and we just need to pay attention. So it's like, write it down. You don't have to buy everything that draws you to it. Take a picture of it, write it down, try to put those pieces of the puzzle together. Thank you for the puzzle pieces today. I should have just titled this Puzzle Pieces, because that's what it's all about. Synchronicity, these things along the way that we find that speak to us, they're pieces of the puzzle. And I always say that the pieces of the puzzle are, wonder if I said it here too. I gotta see. The pieces of the puzzle are creating our own masterpiece. I just keep reading to myself. I'm sorry. It is in becoming quiet and looking within that we suddenly see more clearly. Slow down, be still. Seek your answers from that quiet space inside of you. You will find that as you practice the skill of quiet reflection, your pieces fit more easily, and you will feel less frayed. A beautiful life will unfold for each one of us when we stop pushing so hard and simply allow it to fall into place. Amen. Amen to that. Just slow down, be still. It really is upside down backwards. We've always been taught that we have to be so busy, that we have to do, always finding something to keep us occupied. The truth of it is, and the way that it keeps getting pushed at me every day is, can you just be still for a little while? Hey, little girl, you're being too busy again. Slow down. Be still, because it's all in the stillness that we find. So I'm being still today. I'm going to do my best. I have not been out in those mountains much. I've been very busy, and I'm going to find the time to go out and sit in nature, to be still. I slept in today. That was step one, apparently. I need to be still. There's answers out there. I have questions. Last night I was really kind of trying to work something out with my brain. So today the reminder is, while I slept, apparently they came in and said, hey, slow down. You're going to oversleep, and we're going to make you understand that there's more than enough time. Divine timing. Terry Angel brought that up. I don't know if she's still here this morning because I was running so late. Divine timing. If I don't get to the playground until 9:45 or 10:30, if I really slept in, it'll be okay. People will find us. There's divine timing. there will be different people that'll show up because it's a different time. So there's always divine timing. So slow down. It's okay. Whatever's going on in your life, I'm doing a little affirmation for you right now. Whatever's going on in your life, it's going to go on. Your life is going to just do what it's meant to do. There's nothing that you can do to truly control the next moment. It's going to come in. You're going to deal with it when it comes. You can't do anything about the past. It's already done. All you got is right now. So right now, just right now, slow down to this one little space. Just one tiny space. And decide, think about it. What needs to be taken care of in this breath? Just one breath. Nothing. Nothing. Everything's perfect right now. I don't need to do anything. Take another breath. Nope, I still don't got anything to do but sit here and breathe. It's good. I'm good. Yep, still okay. The world didn't come to a crashing halt. It's all right. I'm just sitting here breathing. People always ask me, how do you meditate? You just did. Shut down that busy, busy mind for just a little bit and breathe. And you will find that it gets easier and easier and easier to just sit and breathe. And the more you just sit and breathe, the calmer you get, the quieter you get. And pretty soon you come into that space of, I can hear myself think now. I can really hear myself down here. Not this up here, not this brain that wants you to be all busy. I can hear me. I've shut everyone else out. Doesn't that feel good? Let's do that for a few minutes. It's already almost 10 after, so it is 10:10. It's 10:10. 10:10 is my favorite number. You guys have no idea. It's 10:10. Geraldine, you got an idea. 3 or 4 years ago, I kept saying 10:10, and I was like, that's my favorite number. And I put it on Facebook. It came up in my memories a few days ago. 10:10 is my favorite number. And 10/10/2020 is going to be the day that I'm going to get married. So, and I didn't plan it that way. It just happened that it worked out that day. So imagine that. A few years ago, 10:10 was so important to me. I didn't know that I was ever going to be in another relationship. I didn't know what was going to go on in my world. But I knew that 10:10 was a beautiful number. So pay attention to those things. Write them down someplace. I'm so grateful. Truly, this sounds silly, but Facebook, my memories, I'm so glad that they hold on to our memories so that every day I can look back and realize what was happening 4 years ago. And I can compare it to what's going on now, and I can see how much progress I've made. And I can see how many times I was in synchronistic moments 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 7 years ago, where my higher self was trying to tell me, trying to give me a message. My guides were trying to give me messages. And then finally, a few years later, it's like, I get it now. I'm so glad you gave me that message 4 years ago. Thank you. So, and it's a way of my past self. Like literally, I'm sitting there wondering, are we pushing this too fast? We only met in like February. Are we pushing this too fast? I had a question. Maybe this is too soon. And then I went into my memories and I saw 10:10, and we had already planned 10:10. I'm like, okay, thank you. That's what synchronicity is. It's like telling you, it's answering your questions for you. Remember, if you asked a question, you always got the answer. If you weren't paying attention, you might have missed it. So slow down and pay attention. All right, you guys, start to center and ground your energy. I'm going to help you with that a little bit. I'm going to push out a little energy to each one of you that is here. See if you can feel that. Take a big breath and start to breathe it in. We have source energy filling the room. That's the most powerful energy there is, truly. It's like you don't got to sit around and beg for God to love you. Your creator, whoever you want to call him, just does. And that love is always available. You just got to open up to it. And one more way, we just have to let go. So we're letting go right now. Let go of the belief system that tells you that you're anything less than incredibly amazing, that you are that. Terry Angel brought that back up last night. You are that. You can do what I'm doing. You can call in the angels. You can call in your guides. You can be in stillness with them. You can commune with those loved ones that have stepped over that. They're so close. They haven't really gone. They're so close. It's like they've stepped into the next room. Call them in. See if they don't want to spend some time with us. We have the protection of 500,000 angels around us right now. We have Archangel Michael leading the pack, and they're just like right over the top. Can you feel that presence, that love? So breathe that energy in of all of those angels. In the middle of that is Source, is God, is the universe, whatever you want to call that energy. It's purely just the energy of love. Nothing else. No judgment. Don't got to be afraid. It's just this huge, overwhelming energy of love that reminds us of the truth of who we really are. Who are you? You are the spark of God. Lives within you. So you can call on that love anytime you want. It's you. It's there. It just wakes up. It's just like, oh, can you feel that? I felt somebody realize that. God's not out there in the clouds somewhere. It's right here. It's me. I feel it. I feel it. Take a big breath. Breathe in that energy. Just fill up your lungs. Expand it so big. Expand your chest space so big that it's like blowing up a big old bubble. It pops right out, and then you can rest right in the center of it. So see if you can do that. Visualize it popping right out of your chest, this big, beautiful ball of love. Whatever color you like your bubble to be. I like rainbows all over mine. The sun shines on it. It's clear. It's beautiful. Sun shines through it, and it shoots rainbows off all around me. I'm a fan of rainbows. And so now I'm resting in the middle of that. I'm laying down in my own private bubble, and so are you. Can you feel it? Can you see as you rest there, as you let go? As you let go, that bubble is going to rise up into the sky. So rest your body. See yourself lifting. Count. Count with me. With every number that we count, we're letting go a little bit more. We're relaxing a little deeper into this meditation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Just rest there for a minute. Breathe deeply into your heart. Healing energy is all around us, the energy of love, the energy of light. So as you breathe, it's going to every cell of your body. Rest there in that bubble. See what you can see as you're flying up higher and higher into the sky. I see birds, yellow birds today. Hello, yellow birds. They're singing. They're cardinal, or they're, let's see, canaries. That's what they are. Little canary birds. And they're flying free. No cage on these canaries. They're flying free. They're so happy to join us. They're singing us songs. I feel my dragon. Hello, Oliver. I can hear those wings flapping. Can you hear strong wings flapping close by? And as those wings flap, our little bubbles are picked up higher, and they're blowing just a little bit faster through the skies. He's giving us a lift. Breathe in deeply. Let this energy just fill you. There's nothing to do. It's nice and easy. If If anything comes into your mind that says you got to get up and move, just give it a little yep, I acknowledge you. Little ego. Take a break for a few minutes. The energy is pouring down through your crown, healing energy. Weight on my head. The crown is being placed back on my head again. The energy of kings and queens. Your birthright. The remembrance of who you really are. And I feel it pouring down the back of my head and into my neck. If anyone's hurting right now, if you're having migraines or achiness or stress in the back of your head, down your shoulders, you're receiving healing energy, clearing away that pain. Release those shoulders. Let them just drop down for a few minutes. Just be still. You don't need to carry all that weight yourself. You are not in this all by yourself. You are always surrounded by helpers, by your crew. Call out, reach out, and say, yeah, I need a little help right now. Big breath. Nice. Nice shift of energy. Down into the third eye, clearing away the clutter, allowing you to see your truth, allowing you to realize that your truth is different from everyone else's truth, that we're okay. We're okay to each one be totally unique. That's why we're here. And it's into the eyes again, those eyes of love, to see one another through these eyes of love, to not see the differences, to not see those things that all we're seeing is the soul. People, everyone on the planet is a perfect soul wrapped up in all of these layers. Can you look beneath the layers and realize your own perfection and the perfection of everyone that you see? Every single one. Even those ones that just make you crazy. Even those ones that hurt others. They're at the very core, they're nothing but love. Can you look through those eyes of love that you're being given right now? Just love them, because through loving them, we help them to wake up, and that's where true change comes. We can't find that change through judgment. We have to love. That's why we're here. Because we are powerhouses filled with love. That energy just wants to shoot out of us. The energy's going down into the throat. Perfect. Nice healing energy. Your voice may come to a more peaceful place as you allow that clearing. The voice of the angels fills in that space. How's it feeling up there in that bubble? Are you relaxing? Are you enjoying your flight? Up over the mountains, I see us flying over mountains. I see castles down in the ground beneath us. Little fairies flying alongside of us. Angels, little bitty chubby angels with wings. They're flying around. They're all doing loop-de-loops. They're enjoying this flight. And the energy is moving down into the heart space, filling your heart with love, filling it with healing. That healing goes out to every cell in your body, so breathe deeply. Allow it to flow. You can send that healing to anyone you would like to. If you want to pull in a child, a family member, a loved one, let them feel that healing. Clarity. I heard the word clarity. Those of you who have questions, allow yourself to stay clear this way, to let this clearing energy flow easily through your body, and then clarity comes. The answers come much more easily. Down into the solar plexus, clearing away the clutter, taking away those disbeliefs, those things you've been taught that aren't true. We'll clear those away. If you're ready to let those go, Just hold your hands out and just let them go. Let them go. Let your angels swoop in and just take them away. Bring in wisdom. Clarity, wisdom, peace. Big breath into the belly. Let it fill you up. It's moving down into the second. It's allowing for clearing energy into your second chakra. That place that maybe old relationships where you've stored up energy that is no longer serving you. You can release all of that energy right now. Let it go. Any kind of abuse. Those of you that have suffered any kind of abuse, you don't need to hold on to that energy. You never deserve to be treated poorly. Never. You're a perfect soul. You don't need to hold on to that energy anymore. You can let it go. It's all about you and what you're willing to let go. It's not about anyone else but you. It's self-love. I love myself so much that I'm not going to let the negative energy of past relationships hold me back anymore. And down into the root chakra, releasing, letting go, building yourself a nice strong platform. I can see bricks being laid, something to sprout from, something to grow from, something to build off of. And the energy's moving down. It's gone all the way through every chakra in your spine area, and it's coming down your legs. If you feel some heat, I'm feeling heat going right down my legs right now. Going right out the centers of my feet into the earth. Just let it flow. It's taking with it, open up your hands to release. It's taking with it any kind of lower vibrational energy. Anything that's no longer serving you that you're ready to let go of, just let it flow. And as it's flowing down into the center of the earth recycles. She loves to do that for us. She loves us so much. So that beautiful earth energy is flowing right back up into your feet and up into your legs, the base of your spine, and it's hitting every one of your chakra centers. And as it's doing that, it's sending love energy throughout your body. You're radiating energy right now. Breathe from your spine. From the base of your spine, pull the air all the way up. Breathe deeply. Perfect. And it's coming up in through your throat and up. Let's hold some energy there for a second. Good release. Up into the third eye. Letting go of fear. There's nothing to be afraid of with that third eye. It's going to bring you clearer vision of your own truth. It's okay to clear that space. Let go of fear. Right up through your crown. Shooting that golden, pure, beautiful energy right up into the ethers, into space, all the way around, and it rains back down. It rains back down on the earth, and the earth is receiving healing, and every living creature on the earth receives. Just let it flow beautifully. And let's hold that energy for just a minute. Let's hold it. Let it reach out to those in need. Big breath. Bring it into your heart space. There's a lot of love flowing right now. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that love. And know that you're never going to run out. It doesn't come from you. It comes through you. And you receive in the process. That love just settles into your body, into every single cell, and lights you up. Your whole body is vibrating right now with this love. Your hands, I can feel it tingling in my hands right now. And now that your body's all clear and grounded, let's call those little ones that are flying around in those bubbles, let's call them back in. Come on back, come on back. And as they come back to the earth, they stick their little finger out and that little bubble pops. and they come back to you. And you reach out, pick them up, bring them back into your heart space. They're happy to be there. They might even bring you a little gift from out in space where they created. What did they create for you today? What are they coming back in to help you with? That part of you is a master creator. What did they want to create with you today? Create a picture. Sit down and draw today with them. Do some Play-Doh. Do some writing. Bring that creative energy back out. It's that creative energy that's changing the face of the planet. Create in love. Remember to create in love. Do not create in fear today. Create in love. Take one more big breath. Integrate all that energy. Integrate it with that little part of you that's just come back in. And we're going to count back so that we can kind of come back into wakefulness. So we're going to do it backwards. Do it with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease yourself back in. Ease yourself back in. Open your eyes. Wiggle around a little bit. Peacefulness. It feels good. Thank you so much for joining me in that. I feel so at peace after we do these. Wendy, I knew Christina Rourke many years ago, but it took years for us to meet again and be friends. That's beautiful, Wendy. Geraldine, I switched my phone. Now I can hear better. Thank you. Scarlett, I felt cheeky, but I had to. That's funny. Carolyn, better. Yes, it's perfect. Yes, good. We did all that right. You and Steve are part of my synchronicity. Stacy, you're exactly right. That's funny. I got it just a minute. Stacy actually came to meet me in Santa Claus about a week to 2 weeks before Steve was diagnosed with cancer. So it's been almost exactly in July. It'll be exactly 4 years that we actually met physically. So, and then he's come to Stacy a number of times through songs and messages. So Stacy's one of my Steved people. Sometimes I think he's harassed you a little bit, but I appreciate you, Stacy, for being here. Yes, I did the same thing with Padre Pio statue. Went back and bought it. That happens, doesn't it? It just keeps the calling at us, and we're like, okay, I gotta go get it. That's what I needed today. Walking in the woods. Perfect, Carol. We will understand, Charles, exactly. We can't control much. I meditated at the doctor's office today while I was waiting for him. That's very cool when you remember to meditate all the time. Whenever you start to feel stressed, just like, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to breathe. Your blood pressure gets better. Your body gets healthier just for taking that time. Congrats. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, it is lovely that I have Jim. That's truly what I'm quite sure a twin soul, twin flame. So it's pretty incredible. Julie, hi. Hi, Julie. Nathan Myers, thank you for popping in. Beautiful. Charles, thank you for joining me. You guys, it is time. We've made it to 10:30 already. An hour has flown by. Thank you so much for joining me today. Through the talk, through the chatter. I love to talk with you guys. I love the meditation time. So I'm always grateful to those of you who decide to stick around and share that time. Definitely gets my day started off in a beautiful way. I will see some of you in just a few minutes. Oh, I zoned out during that meditation. I only come back when you said Christine's name reading on my message. I got to bring you back a little bit. You can stay there. Surely when we do these meditations, if you don't want to do the countdown, you don't want to come out, if you've got stuff going on and you're like, I'm in a beautiful place, turn the volume down and just run with it. Just stay with it, okay? Don't ever think that you got to pop right back out. I just do it because the clock says it's time. But maybe one of these days we'll just sit and meditate together and just stay with it as long as we choose. Sharon Boyle is on in 30 minutes. She's on in 30 minutes, and we also have a group in 30 minutes, so it'll be a catch-up time for me later. So blissful. Glad, Scarlett. Glad you're feeling good. In blissful bliss, there's nothing like bliss. I love the word bliss. Please take good care of yourselves today. Go drink a lot of water. Get some nature. Stand barefoot in the yard. Whatever you got to do. Eat well. I'm starving. I gotta go get a snack. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow, if not sooner. Bye now.